Google AI Studio tutorial. So hello guys and welcome back to today's video. So let's teach you how you will be able to utilize Google AI Studio over here and its different features. So first things first, when you visit aistudio.google.com, you will be prompted with this view over here. Over here on the left side, you will be able to see its different features such as the get API key, create prompt, stream real time, starter app, tune models, and more. We will explore this later on in the video. Over here on the right side, this is where you will be able to modify your different run settings, which we will also explore. And of course, in the middle, this is where you will be able to communicate and chat with the Google AI. So over here, we could easily start with saying hello, just like that, and clicking on run over here to get the system started, as you can see here. Now, it will give us a response, and you will be able to notice that there will be options such as good and bad response. Giving it a thumbs up or thumbs down will allow will allow the AI to learn more and improve based on your input. Now, let's check out over here on the right side. In the right side, we have our different run settings. Over here, you might be able to see on the first part that we have model. Now, the model is whatever the version of AI we are going to be utilizing. There are multiple types of model, and if you click this, we will be able to see here the different versions of Gemini we could use. We could use from Gemini Pro over here to Gemini 2.0 Flash. All of this has different features and specialities. Although some are a little bit outdated or a lesser version, but you will be able to see here when you hover over a specific model, you will be able to see what it is great for. For example, here it will say you what it is best for, which is multimodal understanding, real-time streaming, and native tool use. You can also see the latency, the rate limits, use case, and so on and so forth. So it is going to be unique for different sections over here for different types of model. So you could check out which one would be best for what you're trying to use Google AI for. You could also see here that we have token count, which will deduct how much you currently are able to use whenever you message or interact with the Google AI or Gemini. As you can see, we have a limit of 1 million, a little over 1 million, and you have to be careful with utilizing it. So I don't recommend wasting or using Google AI or Gemini with random things that aren't really that important because you have a limited token count over here. Additionally, we have temperature over here as well, which will control the creativity of responses. So a lower temperature will have a more predictive response, but a higher output over here will give you a more unique and creative response. So this is very useful, for example, for generating different information such as storytelling and so on and so forth. We also have tools over here such as structured output, code execution, function calling, and grounding with Google Search over here. These are tools that are going to be very useful for different developers. For example, for structured output over here, we could output it, and you are able to use code editor and visual editor over here, which will allow you to control the output or input system over here. You can see. For the code editor, you could modify them manually over here, or you could also go through the visual editor for a much more easier for some people, I guess, modification of properties. Similar with code execution over here. So code execution will allow you to run your code inside of our AI Studio over here. As you can see, execute code in prompt. So some AI out there will allow you to receive the code, of course, but you have to utilize your own programming compilers to be able to run and test those codes. But over here, you will be able to use it right away and see how it works. And over here, function calling similarly call function in the prompt. So these are for developer specific features over here. We could check out some advanced features over here as well if you prefer. Now, let's look over here on the left side. you might see that we are able to get a API key directly and very easily. It's much easier to get an API key from Google AI over here compared to other AI platforms like ChatGPT. As you can see here, you can easily download or copy our API over here. There's also an API quick start guide over here that would guide you on what you need to do and would give you more information about how to utilize Gemini and its API key. Now, this documentation page over here has all kinds of information about your Google AI over here. So if you want to learn specific information or be in depth with different information, you could also check out this information or this page over here to learn more, as you can see. Now, we also have the basic one, which is create prompt over here, which is what we saw earlier at the start of the video. So over here, it has different options or different available things that you could ask Gemini to do. We have some samples over here. You could be as creative as creating a scavenge hunt over here, something fun, something different. You could create a game. You could also create something productive or help with creating productive things such as crafting a blog page with a post or with an image as well. And for programmers, of course, you could also create and get help for creating unit testing, which is a bit of a headache for some programmers sometimes to create a unit testing for their code. So this will help you save a lot of time. So let's dive into specific features over here that are actually built or modified for specific options. For example, for this one, stream real time. So this will allow you to utilize or show your different features that would allow you to talk with Gemini live. Over here, we have three different features, such as the basic one, which is mic or talk to Gemini, where you could start real time conversation using your microphone. Next one is showing or using your webcam to share what you're looking at and get a real time feedback. For example, you opened your webcam and then you are holding an item. You can ask Gemini what you are holding and it could give you a response. And this one, which is going to be very useful as well, is showing your screen to Gemini to show your or to show what you're working on, which is going to allow you to have a more real time support to any problem that you're handling on your desktop, whether it's computer or programming or so on and so forth. So this is where you will be able to modify it. And similarly, we have run settings over here on the right side as well. We also have starter apps over here for a more different utilization. So you have spatial understanding where you can upload 2D or 3D for spatial analysis. You also have video analyzer that lets you summarize, describe scenes, so on and so forth, and also map explorer over here, which is utilizing Google Maps APIs as well. Now, if you want to tune your own model or improve an existing model, you could also use the tune model option over here or feature, which will allow you to fine tune your own data or give it your own data and improve or develop a specific model. For example, you could give a specific model or different models a bunch of photos of, let's say, road detection or road damage, which will allow it to improve or develop its ability in road detection. Although for this one, you have to allow drive access because that is where you will be uploading your samples or your images or whatever data you want to feed it to. And of course, we have our library over here. I recommend that whenever you're using Google AI, especially for very important things, is that you save your files so that you could later on go back and revisit your different chats and be able to get more out of it instead of it being a one time thing. And there's also prompt galleries over here. So pre built templates or pre built prompts that could save you a lot of time. So, for example, you want to create a game character. So, there will be an option over here that would allow you to create one, as you can see. So, there will be prompts here, and then you can just simply enter the necessary or modify the necessary information that you want, and just simply click on run over here, and you will be able to generate your game character. So, that's basically it for our Google AI. That's the basic of its different features and how to utilize it. So that's basically it, guys. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.